turnabout. What is a turnabout? Isn't that just turning about?
That's a
Turning the
roundabout.
tables. I'll check it out.
Just
I
like
am
you.
too.
If I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls. That's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour.
Ah, okay. It's a change of direction or something like that. I don't know.
It's the New Year's issue of Oh, Cult! Winter Spiritual. Oh, I get it. Like a cult? Oh, cult.
Oh, there you are.
Maximize your spiritual powers in just one night of intensive training. It sounds too good to be true. I'll say. It sounds more like a scam to me. It's a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. Thank you for the hydrate. It's way
In
up in the
squats.
mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold, just perfect for training. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. How? Does she have a phone? I don't think Pearls knows what a phone is. I signed up for the special course. That's nice, and the timing couldn't be better, since you don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then. It's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there, start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you'd better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall.
Wait, how old is Maya?
19.
Ah, okay.
She's not 20, so they need Phoenix. Wait, what's his... Oh, his name's Nick, right. Wait, Phoenix, right. Then is it Phoenix? Oh, Nick? Nick is his nickname, so his name's actually just Phoenix?
Yes,
That makes sense.
I'll be right back getting food.
Yeah.
Be
Get some
safe?
water. Get some fucking water, too.
Yeah, fucking hydrate.
Oh, no. No way. How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? That's not even a place. That's two people.
You stupid girl.
Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. It's Tahila. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's
Oh shit, I remember her.
my ex-girlfriend.
Ugh.
How is she not behind bars yet?
Maybe she just had a good lawyer.
We're going to Hazakura Temple. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right?
Can you walk over burning coals yet?
I've never tried it. How hot is it?
I will Google that, actually. How hot are burning coals? Oh, oh God. It's, above 2,500 to 3,500 Fahrenheit. Oh, Jesus.
Why do people walk over them? Is it there's got to be a trick, right? Like maybe like the ash from the coal cools down before the rest of the coal, so it's like because people do walk over them at like luau's and stuff. Are luau coals like special coals that like don't burn as hot? How do people walk over Hot.
If you maintain a light,
coals.
brisk pace across them, prevent cinders from wedging between your toes and scorching them. Running will basically cause your feet to sink in. So, it's just you just gotta be fast, but not too fast.
Oh, look, I called it. Rather than
What?
walking on the coals themselves, they are actually walking on a layer of ash on top of the coals. The ash layer is much cooler than the coals and forms a protective blanket between the hot coals and the walker's feet.
Makes sense.
Pacing is part of the secret to walking on hot coals. Too slow and the coals have a chance to burn your feet. Too fast and your feet will sink deeper into the layer of ash. Also increases your chances of being burned. Those who master the art of fire walking walk swiftly without rushing. Are fire walks painful? Will it hurt?
I would think so. At the very least, you would get
Well,
first-degree burns.
I touched coal before when it's burning hot. I got singed for about 3 hours just by barely touching it.
Damn.
Did you run your hand over cold water under?
It was like with my fingertips too. It was just like a brief touch.
Ouchies.
Yeah, I don't want to walk over hot coals. That's just me. I have nothing grips me and is like, oh, yeah, I want to walk over that hot coal.
You must do it for your true love, yachts.
No. Her teeth are chattering so loudly, it's all I can make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly, achoo. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Oh my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicles as we speak. We are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. She has a pink Magatama. I almost forgot to introduce myself. Why does she have Peter Griffin's face? Like face structure.
Vader.
Not the eyes,
It's
but
a
like
crossover. I never thought.
it's the chin and the she doesn't have the bald chin, but like the way her mouth is shaped.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm the head nun here at Temple. My name is Bikini. Damn.
Bikini what?
That's her stripper name. Actually, that's my temple. Oh, what the fuck?
God damn it, yachts! You called it again.
I know. I'm too
You're
good at
too
these
good.
games. It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice ring to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wahahaha, ho ho ho. It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Damn, bikini special course. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Reckless. Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all the trouble to get that reservation. Yeah, you've come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? So, like, what? They just freeze themselves here for fun? It's so weird. Channelers are weird. What's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh, my. You don't even know that? Forgive him, sister. He's dumb. Well. Just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items. Like water stone, fire stone, moonstone. If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. What exactly is the special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water.
That's awesome.
It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of the year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia, Or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. Is that her? I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? Nah, you look way better.
Yeah.
We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kinda sounds like fun. Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Glare. Oh no, Pearl doesn't like that. No, that's not what I had in mind at all. Damn, he's repeating... Phoenix has a way of repeating people's speaking quirks. He said no 3 times, just like she says everything 3 times.
Huh.
Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. She says ho 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 and wahaha. And he said no. Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? So she's in the inner temple, huh?
Funny enough, picking up other people's speech is a very human thing to do, so I like how that actually humanizes him a little bit. Think about it.
I may not look like it, but I can tell you I'm very much in demand.
Okay, buddy.
And to be quite honest, I'm finding this a little difficult to say. What is she trying to say, Nick? I think she's trying to say that she's busy.
What's your reason for going up here?
Basically, she, wants to train. And so, she came over here to take this special course that's gonna boost her spiritual power, but all it is sitting on top of a fucking block of ice and chanting a spell 30,000 times.
While having ice water rain down on you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, spirit
Is
water.
it who I think it is?
It might be that Dahlia chick.
Who knows? We might even see Mimi, who's in jail. Do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Damn.
Get them biscuits ready, brosif.
I might make some chicken and cream sauce with rice.
Do it.
Ooh.
You won't.
Good stuff.
You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mystic Maya's right. Oh, I hope there's mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Ha ha ha. What a cute little acolyte. You're not Bikini. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady looks Maya looked like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale.
She got
Damn,
the
Nick.
Bayonetta haircut.
Does that mean that makes Maya look weirder or less weird? Because 6.8 out of 10 is above average. So this lady makes Maya look above I feel like this is a weird line, right? Guys?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I kind of made it out to be that this woman, like, makes her look fucking average.
Oh, okay. But wouldn't average be 5 out of 10? Not weird? Or I guess 6.8 is average weird?
I'm going it by school rules. Like, 70 is the passing grade.
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, average would be 70, so that would mean that Maya's below average weirdness. Which, okay, that means that she's very weird. But I don't think she looks that weird, actually.
I think this might be one of those localization things where numbers don't, not that they don't translate, but that they mean different things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they didn't say 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale in Japanese. But, like, also, I don't think she looks that weird. Unless I'm missing something and her hair goes all the way to the fucking ceiling, she looks pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
Hello, Finley Fish. Dear, your outfit, did you come here for the special course too? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... You're Miss Elise Deonim? Does anybody know French?
I think the X is silent.
Deo or Diu? Downim? Downim.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Down
Maybe
him.
it's a synonym. It could be a combination of corrupted of BX or and a suffix of nim. So corrupted.
Down him. Yes, that's right. You know of me. My name is Pearl Fay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller. See, that's
Oh no.
that's Mask to Mask line. Who's dead? Well, the faker.
Who's dead?
Well, he's in jail now.
Okay.
Same difference. They're
I've
dead to
got
me.
all your books, Miss Downham. Haha. What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well... An author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. Yeah, I don't know, she doesn't look very weird. What is weird? She's got a book and a staff. Is that out of place for a spirit medium?
No.
She
I'm
looks
sorry.
like a wizard.
I didn't know who you are. I don't really get a lot of chances to enjoy picture books. It's alright, I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. Aw, no wonder Pearl likes them.
Aw.
And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Ha ha ha, it makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, it must have been a really great story. Huh, the magic bottle. Does that have anything to do with the necklace, the poison necklace? Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Huh. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Laurice. Laurice Downham. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Laurice's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Ha ha ha. Why are you here? Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? Ha ha ha, no, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow, I can't wait to read it. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you're dressed like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll find one like
Nice.
this on that mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, yes, I want to help wherever I can. Pearls looks like she just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Damn, okay, wait. She's not just nice, she's perceptive. Because you know Maya would fuck everything up and cook something, like, poisonous. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes, please, take this. I think it will be of help to you. Okay, so this is the temple that they mentioned.
Yeah.
If you remember this map, it was used in the last case.
Wait, what? Really?
Oh hey.
That's the bridge.
Oh my
That's the
God.
suspension bridge. The guy. So maybe that's why Tequila's linked to this. Like she even knows the area. The guy that Terry Falls mentioned that on the other side of the bridge was like a temple, and so that's what he was talking about.
Must have not been there for that part of the case.
It was like one very quick line, and it wasn't even
Ah.
important. It wasn't even important to the case, so it was like just a one-off line that I just remembered because I have the best memory.
Okay, yes.
Did I also mention I'm the humblest?
Oh yeah, yeah, you totally are.
I know, I know.
Sinner.
Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. That's a big Magatama. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under its hood. I don't think you can carry that with you, Nick. Wait, where did it say?
You're not reading all the text.
There are straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a lot like this since I last saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. So this must be the hibachi? Yeah. I thought a hibachi was like a grill. A stack
Oh.
of zabuton cushions. My aunt told me this type of zabuton is called an enza. I suppose if I'd never come here, I'd have missed out on all these new things. What? Yeah, oh my god, wow. Guys, did you know that this zabuton is called an enza? It looks like a little cinnamon roll. So that's all for this room. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to go to the inner temple to help that other nun out. Oh, right. I think your name was,
Lawrence?
No, Lawrence is the painter. Her name is, like, Ina or something. Iris.
Iris, yeah.
There's just a fucking jet ski here for some reason. Snowmobile. Snow motorcycle thing. Snow blow meal. Same thing. Yeah. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this snowmobile. Slowmobile. Or maybe she'd give me a ride on this blow snow wheel. Ugh,
Blow-
I told you
blow-
it's snowmobile.
She's such an idiot, and I love her for it.
She's giving me a fucking brain freeze.
And you can't just give someone a brain freeze.
Oh my god, it's the suspension bridge! The suspension bridge!
Oh, is that the
Wow.
one where fucking Mia, like, the dude slipped or some shit?
You know what?
Yeah.
I think the last trial was just an appetizer for a
Fuck,
setup, you know?
you're right.
Like, that's why it's so bad, because, like, it's just to set up for this.
Well, if you think about it, we never even got a resolution. Wait, so this is like 2 trials in one. This isn't the shortest trial. This is the longest trial. I've been swindled. I was like, oh, finally, a quickly resolved trial, and then now it actually turns out this trial isn't just the longest. It's 2 different games, or it's 2 different chapters in one. Damn, 601 days straight. Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, on the days where I work, because I work 12 hours. Do I work 12 hours? I do work 12 hours. I only stream like 2 hours. And if you work 12 hours, streaming 2 hours isn't really that much, right? That's like a blink of an eye here on the moon. There's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Hey, you know, Nick might actually find that amethyst that Maya's been looking for, because they never found that $2 million gem. Maybe it's still hidden around here somewhere.
Ooh.
Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the ledge. You know,
That
1, 2,
sounds
3,
awful.
jump. It might just be what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. Anyway, the inner temple's just up ahead, right? So let's go and check it out. Ugh, why isn't there another way across?
I agree with Atlas. Dude, you streaming 601 days straight is fucking insane. I can't even get past a week.
You can do it.
Can I though?
It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. I know I would.
Destroy
Okay,
the
Nick.
I
bridge?
know what happened to Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have a clip where I'm looking at Snack Eye for like 10 seconds, and then I started doing the Gangnam style and the bridge collapsed literally a second after I started Gangnam styling.
As soon as you die, your entire screen froze.
My skin crashed my game because the game wasn't prepared to have me die while doing the Gangnam style, so it didn't know what to do. So instead of giving me a death animation, the game just crashed.
You were way too lit.
I think I want to go back and find that video and download it just so I can edit in the and then the game just fucking crashes. Just the first like
And-
3 seconds. Of
At the
Gangnam
Windows
Style.
fucking error message
Just
sound.
a faded-
Yeah. I'm gonna download that Windows error message so I can fucking just spam it. Let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. Where are you gonna find one of those? That right there
Yeah,
sums
let's get
up
over
the
here.
fundamental difference between sane and insane. So I guess Maya is insane. Dusty Bridge. Guess
She's
that's where we'll be
insane.
training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? And do the special course? I think not. But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too. Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter of them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. God damn, Nick. Oh my god. They would be awful for each other. Like Maya does not, she's on a whole different like plane of existence from Phoenix. She's very whimsical. She just told him to jump off a fucking cliff, which would absolutely kill him because the water there runs too fast for anybody who's not an Olympic swimmer to survive. And Nick clearly thinks she's a fucking dunce, so he doesn't respect her. He's just like he just fucking made fun of her, and she's too dumb to even realize that.
Wait, how do you make fun of her? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
She said, so there's a phone, there's like a rotary phone on that bridge, and she's like, but the main hall of the shrine is like 20 minutes away. So Maya's like, that's inconvenient. They should have just built the shrine here instead. Like, where this phone is. And Nick said, you should channel somebody that makes logical sense.
That's a great roast.
Whoa, that bridge
Uh,
was shaking
poor
like jello
Maya.
in an earthquake. And at least half the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention, the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. Looks like it could collapse at any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're gonna train tonight? That has to be it. It's kinda creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out at you or something. A spirit medium afraid of ghosts? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Let's slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross.
Crisscross!
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-da-dum.
Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. That's not a robot, that's a furnace. It's an incinerator. Oh, hee hee. But you've got to admit, it looks a lot like a robot.
No.
Sure. Anyway, I don't think it'd get used much. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robo-incinerator can walk? I told you, it's not a robot, and it's not especially big either. Bah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. A fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace. Who'd ever pay to see that? Damn, this is a reference to the later Capcom fighting games where Phoenix Wright fights a furnace. Probably.
Oh, I was about to
it's
say, like,
the
really?
Sentinel from the X-Men series.
I mean, is there a furnace in any of the Capcom fighters? There's probably something close to it. A robot furnace?
Not sure a furnace, but a giant robot that looks like a furnace. Well, a torso that looks like a furnace. Yeah.
So Phoenix is afraid of heights, so he really doesn't like going over that bridge. Oh wow, look at these neat Buddha statues.
I mean, can you blame him?
Maybe I'll take one home with me. Hey, wait, aren't these statues kind of like the Super Mario statues, where like some of them have hats and some of them have scarves, and you have to give like, you have to jump on the ones with, I don't know.
Oh.
You mean like in Super Mario Odyssey?
Paper Mario actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder if this is just a common thing for them to have like 5 or 6 Buddha statues like shoulder to shoulder.
There's a puzzle in
Oh.
there's a puzzle in Breath of the Wild similar to what you're talking about, how there's like all the, I think it's statues, and you basically put like fruit in. Yeah, go ahead.
Without any guess, I mean, with just pure guess, with no knowledge of looking up, right? I have no knowledge about Buddhism, but maybe those are the same Buddha. It's just reincarnated.
Like the Avatar.
Exactly.
Then, yeah, but only 4 of them out of 6 are covered. I wonder if that's symbolic.
Maybe 2 of them wanted to show off their neat haircut.
Boo.
Maya's gonna steal one. She says there's so many, they wouldn't notice if I took just one.
Yes, they will.
Because if it's like a reincarnation, it's like, oh, wait, what the fuck? Where's the 4th reincarnation?
Where's fucking Fred at?
Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you gonna do with one of those things anyway? Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? She probably stole it, Nick.
Oh no.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Looks like
I
there's
do
something
think though
written on
that
it.
oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I do think that if I were to stream like every day, that I would get burnt out. What stops you from getting burnt out?
I think if you do something long enough, you grow past stuff. You just ascend. There's no burnout because like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this, and like for me, it's like I have a routine. Routines are nice. It's also nice to break those routines. I don't feel chained by streaming every day. It's not like, I have to stream. It's more like, oh, I woke up. Let's play some blah blah blah. Let's play some Omega Strikers. Let's play some Monster Hunter. Let's play this or that. And I still have a lot of stuff I do want to do off stream, like recording, and I can probably stream drawing, but sometimes you don't really want to draw on stream. But yeah, there's always something I want to stream, and there's always stuff I want to play, and I've got so many games I have to catch up on, I might as well stream them, right? That's why we're here right now, even streaming Phoenix, right? Dojo gifted it to me. I kind of didn't want to play it, but they gifted it to me, so I'm like, I gotta play this game.
What about like not having like
Them too,
the
so
internet for it?
it's like you're playing co-op, but honestly, I did wanted to play this game. It was under my radar for a while.
Yeah, not having the what for it, Vis?
Just kind of like not having the energy or just like social energy to deal with people.
Oh, okay, so this is gonna come off like a humble brag no matter what, but I guess I'm just built different because I've never experienced that. Like, I don't want to deal with chatters, or I don't want to deal with people hanging out with me. Like, it's never really, and not to say that that's how you feel about it either, right? People are pretty complex and nuanced, but, for me, it's just, I don't feel. I think maybe at one point when I first started streaming, right? You're like, oh man, I've got like 6 viewers. Like, man, am I being boring? Am I being entertaining? Nah, all that shit out the window. I don't care. I hit stream button. Is it 6 viewers? Is it 60? Doesn't matter. Don't care. We're playing video game. If they're here for me. And, you know, whether they want to continue to be here or whether they want to leave, that's up to them, and I am not going to sway them one way or another. So it's not something that I ever even really think about.
Chad Bunny.
Fucking mic drop. Holy shit.
Does that make sense? I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
Because, like...
Yeah, no, it does. It does. It's hard. It's hard to get... It's not that I'm making excuses, but it is definitely hard to get into that mindset because I can see where you're coming from, and on some level I believe that, but then there's another level of me that's like, man, I gotta say something, I gotta do something, I gotta like fill the fucking, what do they call that? There's like a technical term in audio engineering. Dead
dead air,
noise?
dead air.
Yeah, dead air, yeah.
Yeah, there's this theory where like if you don't occupy like a certain number of seconds with like you talking or just there being noise or something stimulating, that the person watching is gonna click off. But I think people kind of overreact to that. Like if they or but like or they worry about it because they feel like it's something they have to like constantly keep on like, oh my god, let me keep talking, let me keep doing this and that. But I don't know. I don't think that's really all that bad. Like think of all the people that are just comfy streams where they're just like talking and sometimes they just don't have anything to say and they go back to playing the game and then they comment. Like they probably have some dead air here and there, but you know.
Yeah, like every few minutes here and there, but like 15, 20 minutes I think would be an issue.
I think one thing that makes streaming really interesting for me, Viz, is that like whether or not I have a bunch of viewers or like 0 viewers, I'm always meeting new people. And that's kind of cool. And you know, it's not every week, but every now and then I meet new people, and I think that also keeps me interested. Cause like, what does it matter if you have 10 or 5 viewers? If you're meeting new people and making new friends and new connections and stuff, I think that's pretty neat.
Hmm.
So I guess it's more than just the views. Also, thank you for the power up redeem, Joni Line.
Hello, Jolie9.
What's the power up to? Ah.
And thank you for the hydrate, Viz. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here. I guess the sign is a good indication of how long this place has been here. Speaking of deliveries, I ordered a bootleg Fumo, and I think the order got canceled, so I reordered it because I want it. It got canceled because apparently the shipping order tracking number that they sent was a phony. But I'm like, well, whatever, let's try again.
So you're like, I can't get scammed twice.
Yeah, clearly. They gotta send it this time, otherwise they're gonna get in trouble. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you've got me scared. Okay, let's just forget about it, okay? Wow. Half open gate. It says no entry. Ah, okay. So Maya's scared of curses. That's one way he can crack the whip at Maya.
And something that I'm sure you've noticed, there's ground. The snow has been moved by the door, so this happened very recently.
That's true. Somebody entered there.
Within
Why
the
didn't they
last-
mention that?
Within the last day, I would think. I don't know how long it takes for snow to cover, but within, the sun coming up.
Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Is that it? Wow. Okay, back to the main hall. I wonder if Pearl is done cooking with Mrs. What's her name? Oh wait. This is inside the inner temple. This looks like this looks like Sekiro before you go to the underground dungeon.
God, this looks
This is
like
kinda
ominous as
terrifying.
fuck. Yeah, I don't want to be in here.
This is literally Sekiro. Pearlie's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep, definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Ugh. Excuse
no.
me, but who are you? Ah! You're... Hi there! We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too, Nick. Hi, my name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful, and a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl, it can't be, but... Man, that's kinda...
Fucking Maya.
She just fucking called her, like, dim-witted. She's not used to talking to us city folk. She's just like a Country bumpkin.
Isn't she from the country originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Korean Village is a little fucking remote town in the middle of nowhere. It's like 2 hours by train to the city.
Jesus.
Damn.
And like
I
2
wonder how
years with the
Phoenix feels right
lawyer
now.
and got.
And of course, that girl has like a different freaking name. That's scummy.
I don't think it's her real name. I think she. I mean, if she had escaped like prison or something, would they have known about it?
I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time she's taken on a fake name.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, was Dahlia her fake name too?
Man,
Dahlia
I
was
hate it.
her real name because she has a sister that also goes by Hawthorne. But before she was Dahlia Hawthorne, her name was like something else. And then
Mhm.
before her name was that, it was also something else back during the trial, like the lawyer trial thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
The fact that she didn't age the bit also annoyed me.
True, yeah, she's 25
She
now.
just has that natural
She
youthful
still looks
beauty.
like she's like 16.
We're looking inside this little cabinet. Nothing, just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. He did date her at one point. There's a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. I wonder why they're even here in the first place. It's because of all the spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. I wonder if Sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train. But if they sleep, what's the point of having them here in the first place? A hanging scroll. Huh? Why did you scream like that? This scroll. It's my mother. What? Maybe her mother used to train there. Okay, there's no shot your mom is less well endowed than your sister. I think the spiritual power went to her fucking tits, cause Mia got all of it, and that's why when they turn into Mia, they pressed up. That crest at the top of the scroll, that's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother, and I can't even recognize her face. Well, if you haven't seen her in 15 years, there's a good chance she doesn't fucking recognize you because you would have been 4 years old.
Well, yeah, she's also like dead, I think.
No, her mom's alive,
Right.
actually. Her sister's dead. But her mother's actually still alive.
Yes.
In fact,
Wait, then
maybe
how
we'll
come-
have her profile here. We don't.
How come we haven't seen her in 15 years then? What?
What if it's Elise? No.
What if it is Elise?
Could be. I mean, she hasn't seen her. She has gray eyes.
She actually has the same hair tone.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Enhance!
I think it could be her.
I mean, I don't know. Both Mia and Maya have rounded chins, while hers is more angled.
Yeah, but let's see. Some of these Fays have gray eyes. Some of them have brown eyes. All these spirit channelers.
Maybe they take it off their father.
It's possible. Those are some strong jaw lines.
Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. You've been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Savari. I know what it is. IRS. The IRS? Wait. IRIS.
That's thinking
Iris
about
and
taxes.
Nick, sitting in a tree. KISSING.
Oh my god, how old are you, Maya?
19.
Okay.
Honestly, the IRS would put me in a bad mood too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this temple has some sort of connection to the Fey family. I think it does, actually. Supposedly, it was founded by a branch family member of the Kurain school. I'll have to ask Bikini in more detail when I get the chance. Let's go talk to Bikini.
Damn.
Ew,
I
we
don't know what
managed to
words-
make it across a dusky bridge. Nick. Huh? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, you, wait up. Oh, this must be Laurice. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. No! Ah.
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna get some more
Are you
water.
kidding me? Is he taking out a different persona too?
This fucking guy. Yeah, his name is Laurice. Larry. Larry.
This guy got a guy killed.
He did.
He got a.
He's a
fucking
murderer.
killed.
He's. That's technically.
What do you mean he's a murderer? Wasn't he like our best bud in the first game?
Does it count as manslaughter? No, just negligent manslaughter. Okay, so he was a security guard, right? And the CEO of this like security company was fucking murdered and was hitting the fucking panic button, and he's the one who's watching all of this, but he wasn't even at his post because he was picking up a wallet so that he could give it to this girl so that he could meet up with her and try
And then
to
he
be
got
like a
beat up
home
for it,
wrecker.
too. Yeah.
So it's basically all his fault that this one guy was murdered.
He's. So the guy who got murdered was like pushing the alarm button, but Larry's not doing his job. He was not there.
Yeah,
So
that's
fucked up.
it is. Jesus fucking Larry. Larry's a fucking piece of shit.
So I'm sure he was fired. That's why he's doing this.
Yeah. Crime of negligence is a form of reckless behavior where a person disregards obvious risks to human life or safety.
What's it called?
So yeah, that's. Oh fuck.
What was that? It's not. What's it called?
Negligence. You were
Oh
correct.
yeah. Negligence. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Criminal negligence. That's a.
I think that is a
quote.
crime.
Yeah.
Because if you're in charge with like security and keeping people safe, and you're like, because I know it's a thing for hospitals, right? Like, oh well, she's just bad at her job. She didn't do a crime. It's like her job is to make sure somebody gets like life-saving medication, and if you don't do that, then it's criminal negligence because it's beyond just like,
Oh man.
Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Laurice. Look at the little bows in his shirt. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else.
Can I see his work?
It's gonna be awful. I can already tell. We're gonna get one of his sketches, and it's gonna be fucking disgusting. Picture books. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So to tell the truth, you must have some ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? He's trying to get closer to Iris, maybe. Oh, she's gonna fucking use him and kill him.
Oh no.
I don't
No,
trust
he
anyone
deserves it.
anymore, especially not women. Talk about a
Damn.
bad case of denial.
Fucking
Anyway,
Sigma male.
can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why
So
I'm
you can't
asking,
draw for shit.
Can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. Looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something
Oh,
inside
no.
me ended and something else began. Oh, Larry, sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Downim. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Bikini?
Please don't say it's Bikini. God,
Other
if it's
girl.
Bikini.
I got a bad feeling about. No, it's clearly Iris.
Man,
It's
Larry
clearly
had no
bikini.
taste.
Yeah, you think Larry has taste? He's not going for Bikini. He's going for Iris, the one who's gonna fucking murder him.
Like he
What about-
deserves.
Oh shit! What if this is his last game?
Oh,
Yeah, he
shit.
does it.
Oh no.
I wanted to start
This is
over
the
again
final
with a
game
clean
of
slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? The Master Mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. Wait, he's got some type of like sociopathy, right? Like I don't know exactly what it is, but if you can say I don't like this Larry Butts guy, but like that's you. Like you know that's you, right? Like I want to
Maybe just like personifying the person that he is now and trying to become the person he wants to be.
Some people do that when they're coming to terms with being an awful person. They're gonna be like, well, that's not me. That's Larry Butts. I'm gonna. Be
I'm the
somebody
new
else.
guy.
Oh no. I dated a person who still does this. They even changed their name legally.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is also a way for him to try to like deal with the guilt of fucking letting that guy die.
And the funny part is, they haven't changed a bit.
So Larry's saying he read a book and it's changed his life, and it's called The Magic Bottle. That's a picture book for children. He read a children's picture book.
Wait, what? How do you know
Yeah.
this?
Because he said, I read a book and it changed my life, and it was called The Magic Bottle. That's the one Elise wrote, that Pearl was reading. It's a children's book. It's a children's picture book for children.
Oh, my torch is empty.
God.
Yeah.
Larry, you're hopeless.
She's
Larry
the
is a
most
certified
wonderful person
62
I've ever
IQ
met.
man.
I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. What the fuck?
That's weird, bro.
Wait, she has brown hair in this photo, not gray hair. What's going on?
What the fuck? You're right.
You want a copy?
Oh
don't you?
shit, maybe that is her. Oh fuck! The purple earrings with the brown hair? Think about it.
You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I happen to have made extra prints.
Is this what Larry's after?
I don't know. Why does he have that? And why did he give it to us?
So
There's a castle in
This
the
is-
background.
yeah.
Is that where we're headed?
Let's show him Elise. Elise is something. She's like a mother to me. Yeah, you can tell from the kindness reflected in her eyes. When I first looked into her eyes, I just couldn't help it. I started babbling about all the bad things I had done in my life. She just laughed that gentle laugh of hers and listened. Are you sure she wasn't laughing at you? Shit. Hey, I know I might not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif.
This is you, Larry.
Woo, yeah, her, my little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always liked those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I
Yeah.
have. I have, basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream.
Oh no.
Ooh, Larry, this might be your last game.
He does have one chance left. Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly.
Hey, what's that thing around their neck?
Well, she has a Magatama. I don't know what the little pearl things are called, though.
Yeah, her Magatama's like light blue. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
They're prayer beads, aren't they?
Yeah, no, but the middle thing, the Magatama, they all have different colored Magatamas. Like, the
Oh.
people at the channeling temple here have pink ones. And then Maya's is green, but we have it. But then she has another one, so I don't know. It's weird.
They all function the same thing.
I think so. I don't know if they have different powers.
That'd be funny.
I like Pearl.
Pearl's
Boy,
great.
am I stuffed.
But have you
Sure
heard
it's
of
alright
Maya?
to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha ha ha.
Aw.
No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Well, well, well. Let's not dilly-dally shilly-shally. You must get ready for
Oh
tonight.
my god, her cheeks jiggled.
Good luck, Maya. That's gotta be her mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Oh! Okay, it has to be, right? Because she asked Pearl to come help with, like, dinner, and when Maya's like, I want to help too, she's like, nah, go look around.
I think
She's
she
avoiding
knows.
her. Isn't that weird?
You know what? You're right.
Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini.
She's gonna kill somebody.
And then, after you
She's
ring
gonna
the bell,
kill Larry.
I want you to come join us at Training Hall. I understand, Sister Bikini.
Oh shit, this is gonna be her alibi. Dun, 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 dun. So where were you between the time that you rang the bell and went to the training room? Dun, 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 dun.
Do
Anyway,
you think she knows Pearl too, or no?
Yeah, Pearl is her niece.
But she hasn't seen Maya in 15 years.
Oh yeah, you're right,
No.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess then she wouldn't know Pearl then. Pearl's only... But maybe she's heard of her, like if she's in I mean, she's a spirit medium, so if she's been in contact with at least the other person, her sister, who's currently in jail, then she would have heard of Pearl, even if she's never seen her. Maybe that's why she wants to spend time with her. Perhaps you can read some books together. She's offering Pearl to sleep in her room. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Ha ha ha. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Ah, I'd love to. Pearls is absolutely smitten with Mrs. Downham.
The biggest fan.
So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh, me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all.
his name is back to Butts. Oh no.
I totally
Never
hear you there.
changes.
Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says, gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay, and what about this word? That's another tough one. It says, roast. What kind of a book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Pearl really came out of her shell, because when we first see her in the first chapter, she doesn't talk. She's just like, her fucking forehead shows up and she dashes off. And now she won't stop
You gotta
talking.
fuck it.
Yeah. Not much to do except head into my room and huddle under the covers, I guess.
This is fun. This is cozy.
Why did they even bring Nick?
Wait, who?
Because they needed somebody who was 20 years old, but like,
Oh,
there's
right.
other old people there. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little bit closer to my room? Mr. Right? Yeah! Oh, it's Elise.
And he pisses himself.
Hi, Miss Downham.
Oh.
Are you gonna use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought you said she was gonna go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm gonna go look for her. Excuse me. Miss Elise, a woman as mysterious as the origin of her last name, but the really mysterious one is... Oh, Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass by me. I should try and talk to her and maybe get some answers. Ah!
No.
Why did you jump?
It's Tahila.
It's the Gila.
You mean
your sister
Dahlia?
Iris, right? I don't know. Yeah, I guess. What did you come to Hazakura Temple? Clearly she's not Iris. Where are the butterflies?
She looks cute like that.
She doesn't have the red hair.
I don't
Wait,
remember. Ever
Doesn't
since I was a
the Gila have red hair?
She does, yeah. Her hair is different. Everything else is the same, but she has another new frame too. I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Ah, I see. But didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department?
Oh.
No, I never had an interest in going to big university like that. My training is all the education I need.
She's not sweating at all.
I see. There's no Cyclops either. Once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone too. That's not exactly something worth bragging about. But I don't see any psych locks. So I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. What the fuck? She's not Dahila then.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Let's date her.
What kind of a place is this anyway? I heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I have to admit, it is a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people, who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? So then why stay in a place like this? Ah, is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. What the fuck?
She's twisting my mind.
Yeah, is she... Just now, you said my name, but you said Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please, tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before?
Oh shit, the locks! 5!
No.
Damn!
500.
500? Perhaps we
Okay,
can speak
like
again
that,
tomorrow. Ah, fuck. Are you kidding me?
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's just a video we watched.
Oh, okay.
Dong, dong, dong.
So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. Phoenix, shouldn't you be looking for Pearl?
Nah.
Man.
What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard.
Uh-oh.
Who's that?
Elise?
Ah, someone's there on the ground. Oh, it's Elise. Miss Downin. Squish. I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What the fuck? What are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? So that blood-curdling... Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. You'll have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will... Huh?
Iris?
Iris will what?
What does it matter with Iris?
Yeah,
We
right?
have a dead body
If we
here.
don't hurry, she'll what? Kill us too? The bridge is burning. Dusky Bridge, it's burning down. What the heck happened? Looks like it is gonna be Dusty Bridge. What are you doing here? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Laurice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya is safe. But, please, call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's
my
too
God.
dangerous, Nick. Wait. It's gonna go over the bridge. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Crack. Did you fall into the river? Nick! Damn.
No!
Weakened even more by the fire, the old rickety bridge plank snapped and gave way, and I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me. A final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. To be continued. In the
Holy
next game.
Suzuka, right? That's how you say it?
Wow.
Suzuka.
Oh,
Yep, you got it.
Suzuka?
Yeah,
Suzuka.
it's Tsu, which is like a little swirly, not a
Tsu?
swirly. Yeah, Tsu, like tsunami, Tsu, but there's a T in it, and you do have
Oh,
to kind
Tsu.
of
Tsu.
yeah,
Tsu.
you got it, Tsu. zoo, like a zoo, bah, like a bunch of animals at a zoo. Zoo,
Yeah.
and then ku, like cuckoo,
Suzuku.
cuckoo. Yeah, Tsuzuku.
Yeah.
It means to be continued. I don't know what the direct translation is, but they use it. You'll see it in JoJo and all that other stuff.
Like that?
Yeah, you got it. Ring,
Makes it.
ring. Who could it be at this time of night? Edgeworth, yes? Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency.
He calls him
Huh?
Edgy.
Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Larice. Larice Downman. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking, his life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please hurry. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. He left the country? Wait,
Are you
Larry's
gonna
calling
put-
him from like across country? What the fuck? And he just flew over overnight like that? That must be expensive. I guess lawyers can afford it. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long?
What plane has Edgeworth?
I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Oh, interesting.
Oh my.
Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened, huh? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Red a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point.
He does lock in.
It played the music and everything. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Downen. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge at Broken, he fell into the river. The hospital says he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it!
You're right, Joe.
But-
He's like hella gay for
They arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these two items are for. What are you talking about? They're the things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other... He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? What do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all.
Oh no. Wait, Edgeworth knows her.
Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Larice said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he's unharmed.
He's lucky.
Thank goodness. But he's got some kind of nasty cold. A cold? So that's why he had the, like, IV fluids in that one room at the cutscene at the start of the chapter.
Oh. Oh, oh wow.
He's running a high fever and drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before.
Iris didn't know much about Edward, because she didn't really left an impression, right?
Yeah.
But Edward knows Iris because that was a big impression.
He says he feels like he's met her before.
Mhm.
Iris, I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling that you and I met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. I want to ask you about that last night, the night of the crime. Alright, I helped to clean up after dinner, then went back to my room at about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then... I was told to go to the training hall, but... I went back to my room, and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story, I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. Psycho locks. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes,
Okay,
I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that, yeah, what scientific explanation do you have for these fucking psych locks? I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Downim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycho locks aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Heh! What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him?
Confessing.
I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover.
Oh shit, maybe she did actually love him.
Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well, I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal.
What is going on?
That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene.
Open the lock.
He says take that differently. Take that! Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple that night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, the obvious reason is what your question is, what were you so afraid of? Is this what you were so frightened about? Yeah, so we have to go look at more stuff. Because, I mean, this hood, she didn't have her hood that protects you from evil spirits because she gave it to Wright, but that's not enough, I think. So let's go investigate. I mean, the whole reason they give you Cyclops is that so you can come back to this.
Right, right.
Holy shit, it's all burnt up.
Well, duh.
Jesus.
Wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. That sounds like Larry. What? Gumshoe?
Hey.
Detective Gumshoe. Long
Hey,
time
this
no see.
man!
It's been about a year, or has it been longer? Doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. There's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to protect the local precinct. A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report the details of the crime, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Godot? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady, here on this freezing cold mountain. Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady, I mean, decisive witness myself. So, this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yup. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? Or was it leap? And?
Jesus, Gumshoe.
Is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone that was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yeah, I heard that from Wright. It's my FA. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Well, she'll be alright in this cold. How did this bridge burn down, anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning?
What?
So who's this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. So this must be before Edgeworth leaves the country. Because, wait, what fucking order is this case happening? This is before...
Well, no, he
Because-
left and then came back on a private plane, didn't he?
I think this is the most latest, right?
Well, it
This
can't
is.
be. It can't be, because Edgeworth... In the last case... No, in the case before that, even. When we first meet Godot, Francesca says that it's gonna be like Godot here or whatever, and that the best prosecutor in the country is going to be on the case. And he's like, Edgeworth? She goes, nope. Edgeworth isn't in the country, but Edgeworth himself said that this is the best prosecutor. So, like, at that point in time, Edgeworth knows who Godot is, but, right now, he's saying that he's never heard of Got It, so... I don't know.
What if he's talking about what's his face?
Armando?
Armando.
Yeah, I
Eh.
suppose. He's a new guy, showed up after you left the country. Huh. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir, real good. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him?
Damn.
Is he the lead
Shots
prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Got It has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh?
So this is after.
Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. What would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Got It myself. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Weather data added to the court record. Oh yeah? It struck, but not the bridge. It struck the statue. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got that information from the witness testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry. I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. If Bikini said it, we can't trust her. So if lightning hit the bridge, I'm saying it didn't. Lightning
What if
struck
Lair-
the Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Also, that girl was told to ring the bell at 10, which is when the lightning started. 10 to 11. Dun, dun.
They are, but he was under the his Armando identification, not Unguarded identification.
What's different with the
Was that a
Mondo?
very like sexy seductive pose that Bikini just did
Yeah,
on the newspaper?
yeah. she has makeup and everything. It's like it's an advertisement. They're telling people to come to Dusky Bridge for a medium training or some shit. Bum 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 bum. Ow! I sat down and my fucking balls whacked the chair. I went.
Ooh, cool.
It's like a
Yeah.
light hit, but it's still enough to kind of like, you know, as the
Like,
Phoenix
"Oh."
Wright games would call it, I was dazed. You know what? I've never been in jail a single time. Good for you, Gumshoe. Let's keep it that way. I should think it's hard to land in jail when you're so harmless.
Jesus.
Yes, well, if you're in jail, you don't have to pay for your own meals, you know. Gasp. Don't get any funny ideas, detective. Too late, I already did. In any case, I guess I'll have to come back here later. Okay, so there's nobody here at the moment. The music. Wasn't Edgeworth and Godot in the same court when Mia was still alive? I think so, yeah. Kind of weird. I'm sure there's an explanation for it.
And why did Armando change to Got It?
Yeah, that was my
That's what I want
question.
to know.
Was he like still wearing the fucking
Nope.
face
had his
thing?
face,
No.
no. He looked like Ichiban from the Yakuza series. Yo.
Ichiban.
Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is gonna be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of a lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds like plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. I wonder if we'll defend her as Phoenix at the end.
That's cool that you get to play as Edgeworth for a little bit in this game.
Oh, it's a different theme. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has made me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl like you can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should have never come back. No, no, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? He's probably sleeping. Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost! Go back to your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die.
Damn.
Jesus!
You okay, dude?
I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing?
Motherfucker's got locks.
What?
As I
Yes, he
suspected,
does.
psycho locks. Sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude.
Oh my god, he's being honest. What a fucking dork. Wait, no, what? Oh, he's deflecting.
Sigh. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is, Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. Sigh, if circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy.
Damn!
Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness.
Oh, I didn't pick up my whistle.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut.
Oh,
My
shit.
stomach's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time is that? I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Ha ha ha. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. You get the chills pretty easily, don't you, Edgeworth? Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard.
Imagine more locks.
It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. What the fuck?
Are you serious?
Yo, what? I have a theory. Who wants to hear it?
I don't want to hear it. Well,
Fine.
it's right.
Fine. Well,
Wait,
then I would have been right.
True.
What if Tequila was possessing Iris?
Yeah. Because Iris doesn't have any spiritual power. But what if the Gila does?
I mean,
This is getting
Dahlia.
crazy. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, what if Dahlia has spiritual power?
Or what if?
I was about to say something stupid, but
What if?
it wouldn't
go
make
ahead.
sense. What if? No. Okay. No. Let's
Go
get past
for
that.
it. Go for it.
What if?
Okay. So, but like, all right. I was about to say the Gila was possessing Maya, but we saw them together at the same room, so that's invalid.
Oh, what was your guess,
What if?
Biz?
What if Dahlia killed Elise in self-defense because Elise was gonna try to stop Maya or something? I don't know. That was just my wild, wacky guess.
Yeah, I guess we're dealing with spiritual mediums, so anything's possible, right?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely gonna be some fucking plot twist that's gonna be like, no way, no shot, like the yacht signature.
Try putting yourself in her shoes. They don't wear shoes.
Like, I got these strawberry and cream Tic Tacs, and they taste so fucking good.
Nice.
I love strawberry and cream.
The idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. Maybe she has like a split personality or something. Something's off here for sure. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. Especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My back was felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she rung the bell for lights out. But she never went to the inner temple, did she? And Iris gave Phoenix her, like, evil spirit protection cloak. So maybe she did get possessed. Because she has no spiritual power. Who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is
Who could
Maya
have
Fey.
possessed her?
I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. Mr. Beast can do that.
Shut up.
You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over there at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Yeah, we haven't seen Pearly in forever. That's Maya Fey's cousin. I haven't seen her at all since last night. She's nowhere to be found. Pearl is missing, and Maya's missing?
What is going on?
Yo, what if they're like, by the time we get there, they've been like under the water for days? And they're just like fucking spiritually pumped.
Can I see Iris' profile? Where is she? Okay. Okay, never mind. I was thinking. Okay. So that's good. Okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah, is this is Edgeworth describing them.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Kind of neat.
I don't see Larry
Rita
anywhere.
Perdita.
Maybe you scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psycho locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. We're looking for Larry? He's gotta be at the suspension bridge. No?
Cha. Oh no. Detention center.
She hasn't lied to us yet. Well, 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 that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection by just holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't.
God.
I was just... It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of
wanna
divine
see.
retribution? About this here. Let me see. Well... Oh, this is not... Yeah, okay. They have nothing for that. About this picture. Well, look at that. I look pretty S to the EXE, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines, but this time we had our reasons. Is that so? For example, well, why deny the world of, the sight of such a lovely face?
Hey, Vader.
Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault! Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to... Quiet! What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're
Jeez.
scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old cold of yours, it's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared.
Whoa, hey.
God damn.
He's got nothing to say. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured.
She's deflecting.
It's almost like she's upset Gumshoe didn't die instead of her. Maybe she was trying to kill somebody else. Huh? Well, 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 look what you found. That's the master of the Curine channeling technique, Mystic Misty Faye. Faye? It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Mia! Well, I myself am part of a branch of the Faye clan. But even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. That's one of the Faye clan's very own Magatamas. That's a priceless treasure you've got there. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never fail to impress or surprise me. Yes, you don't look it, but now I can see you're a real fan of the occult. Excuse me? Oh, of course this piece couldn't possibly be real, but to have such a nice replica. Clearly, you were a big fan of the Curine tradition. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never fail to surprise me. I should have known better than to show this thing around. What about this badge? About this here. Oh, okay, they got nothing. Oh, this poor girl, where could she have gone? She's not home. Ah! Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? I was just trying to think like you, Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you.
Jesus.
Man.
Gumshoe works hard. He's just an idiot.
I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians? What?
That's the like bacteria or whatever that gives people access to the Force. It's a Star
Mitochondria?
Wars reference.
Oh.
No, it's the midichlorians. It's a I don't remember. Let me see. I don't know anything about the. Are microscopic intelligent life forms that originated from the foundation of life in the universe and ultimately resided within blah blah blah. Allowing certain people beings to use the force if they were sensitive to its power. Okay. It's kind of weird.
Wait.
She's saying
Wait,
she
what did I
met,
miss?
Bikini is saying she met Iris at the temple, the inner temple. We'll just say training temple, main temple. She met
Yeah.
Iris at the training temple. Iris said she never went to the training temple because she was scared.
So then who met with her then? Maybe, oh my god.
Is this the
Oh.
same dialogue as the picture?
Something's definitely off, and remember that when spirit mediums like take people's form, like their hair changes, so like something's happening with these photos. And if you recall, Iris's hair is supposed to be more
Red.
brown than this. More gray? Or more red, yeah, more red. Yeah, I don't know.
Iris is.
something's up.
So hold up. You're thinking about Iris, right? Not Dahila?
Dahlia.
Right. Oh, wait, courtyard. We haven't been here before.
Oh, neato. Oh god, look at all that blood on that.
This is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really gonna defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Yeah, Edgeworth's just confirming that Gumshoe tells them, like, everything they want to know. Because he just said, he was being sarcastic just now. Because he just said, like, just shut up, and all the information will come out anyway. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah, I'll tell you everything. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Downham. Her entire past, up until she won that writing award last year, is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death was between 10 and 11. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered in bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. A two-story building? That would have been the same as the height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Miss Elise Downham is staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword.
Huh.
Wait,
Well,
body
then we-
fell 10 feet after death?
So she was barely clinging on to death.
But, wait, no, but this is even weirder. How did she get stabbed by that thing and then get pushed off a building?
Oh, after death.
Yeah. The body fell 10 feet after she died.
So we're gonna have to talk to Bikini and figure out what the fuck happened.
So what the hell?
According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, right after they finished dinner, Maya headed to the inner temple. The witness is Bikini.
Okay.
At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to the Hazakura temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. Gumshoe, you were just there with us. The trial begins
Small
tomorrow. I'm
brain.
pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright got caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Wait, he gets to pick the prosecutor? Isn't that kind of, like, illegal?
Cheating? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
hey
what-
Viz, I'm gonna defend this guy. You be the prosecutor, okay?
Okay,
It's
cool.
like, what? That is incredibly. I don't think that's legal. You can't do that, can you?
I guess with the strings
I
he
guess
can
it's
pull.
somebody out of the courtroom department that he used to work in, right? Because everybody where he used to work in just despises Edgeworth because of his past doings.
Mhm.
So, I could see what you're saying there. It could be illegal.
I mean, that's why he's like rigging everything because he's not
Now you
supposed
think
to be.
about it, he's just playing his old tricks again.
Yeah. It's like a little island over there. The only thing there is the inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya.
But he's friends with Maya now.
All right, now this is a pickle.
Hey! Where's the gem?
Where's the amethyst?
Looks like a wizard staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes. What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
I love him.
That's it?
Gumshoe.
That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. This staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill?
Oh
How
no.
did you know? His candles in his room. It's fucked up.
That actually made me sad.
Hey, he enjoys
What's
the
that?
candlelight. At the end of the month, he lights a single candle. That's the only light he has in his house. Stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. Huh? I don't know what that means.
Hey Siri, what does paucity
Falsity,
mean?
falsity.
Oh, she didn't hear me.
Yeah, he says at the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. What's the sled? I just love skiing. Really? You don't seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds?
Us.
Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad?
So I know what paucity is. The presence of something only in small or insufficient quantities or amounts. Semicolon. Scarcity.
The main hall
Paucity.
of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right. I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be easier to just build the place slanted, sir? I fail to see how he can consider that to be even remotely a good idea. Build a slanted house? So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon? It sure is. It's called a shichishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the shichishito, too. Fingerprints. Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Shichishito added to the court record. The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it.
That fucking sucks.
Poor Edgeworth is now beginning to sympathize with him. Also, what's that like circular mark on the ground?
Yeah, I was looking, but
See
there's
that?
no mark here. You mean this one here? Little sign?
No, bottom left.
This one?
Huh.
Yeah, because there's one there and there's one here, but both didn't have any clues. Well, now we can ask Mrs. Bikini about the... Huh?
The
About...
Moida.
Staff and Shishihito.
We gotta show the Magatama, remember?
I don't think she has any Cyclops, actually. Yeah.
Do it. Oh.
Defending a person.
What the hell?
Basically. Yeah, nothing.
Wait, what did he ask us to ask her about?
Hey, wait! I see a note! I see a note! I see a note!
Oh, yeah. No, Snot Eye, that's just that's a silly little... They're called Genbu.
Oh.
Fast forwarding in Ace Attorney always sounds like a fist fight. Really? Hold on, let's see.
Oh, because the sound. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's brutal. Well, at least it's better than whip cracks.
There are more Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Gumshoe? Pick up the paper for me. Yes,
fetch
sir.
for me, Gumshoe.
Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it! An ultra important clue, a super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10. At Heavenly Hall. Unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Note to Iris added to the court record. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this.
That can break one of the locks.
What is? Oh, it's a warmed cat box, but where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabuton cushions called Enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, Detective. He's kind of on Maya's level of like worldly knowledge, if you think about it.
Who, Edgeworth?
No, Gumshoe.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles.
Maybe Larry's back.
Yeah, you're right. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I needed to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that I... Dink, dink, dink! Please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me everything. Yes, thank you. Take that! Take that! I'm Edgeworth! Oh, my Phoenix, my dear, dear Phoenix! Oh, where is he? Ooh, ooh, where is he? What?
Doing the lock-in theme.
Oh.
Because he's doing it for Phoenix. He's locking in.
I wasn't sure what theme you were humming until just now. This, let's see. Okay. Here's why you were frightened. This ladder. Take that! I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But, Mr. Edgeworth, yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to who would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have had anything to hide under normal circumstances, however, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you don't want your secret told to. Phoenix. That's right. One shot. I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Your fantasies. Your deep, dark fantasies. I should have expected it, as much, especially from a friend of his. Now, fess up! She's wearing sleeves, but it almost looks like she just has really weird arms.
Skin!
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack by the space of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's right there. I'm pointing at it. See? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at that heavenly hall. I was so scared by the whole affair, I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret you kept locked away in your heart. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night? Yes, that's exactly right. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and was then in her room until the murder was discovered. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm gonna win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again.
How could she be in her room the whole time if Bikini saw her murder him? Or, well, with her with the body?
That's the conundrum. You must
Oh
promise
my
me we'll tell him the
God.
secret. I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Huh?
No, he knows. He knows. Believe me, he knows. He knows.
Oh my
He knows.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This.
What?
This.
Okay.
This is Maya's mom.
Wow.
She's been body swapping.
Really, so you gonna pull a fucking ghost trick on me?
Yeah, think about it. Look. This woman has
Didn't
gray
you play
hair.
that game on stream?
This woman has gray hair, but look, here, it's brown. What color is Iris's hair right now? Brown. What color is Maya's hair? Oh, we don't have Mia's profile here. I don't know, something's up.
Yeah.
Brown.
Edgeworth is gonna let her
Brown.
get in jail to remove her romantic interest from the scene. True, true. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise with a sword. And one other thing. She also said that you're too innocent. And that you would never do that, so... She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple that night. That's it? That's all you have to say?
Show her the hood, if you will. Because isn't they're supposed to wear their hoods? That's gotta play a factor.
That's called a demon warding hood. I gave it to that Mr. Wright last night. He was wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today. It's an important item for protecting acolytes from evil spirits. If it's so important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Ooh, what grip? Ooh, what grip are we talking about?
Grippies.
He wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for inner monologue.
Shut the fuck up, Gabe. Fourth wall ass breaking mother.
Mystic Elise! She's a picture book author, so I've heard. Does she come to the temple often? No, this was her first time. It's just that she was a very important visitor. Is that so? Yes,
Picture
Sister
book?
Bikini told me. Be certain not to offend her. The victim, Miss Elise. If she's important, she has to be a fae.
Yes.
What if Iris is a fae?
Who's the woman on this hanging scroll? Well, I don't know the details, but I've heard she's the master of the Kurain channeling technique. Mystic Misty. She was a great spirit medium. That's what I've heard. I also heard that she went
Master?
missing over 15 years ago.
Wait, did he just call her master?
Mystic.
Oh,
Miss-
mystic.
Mystic Misty. I know all about them. They're nothing but frauds. He says spirit mediums are
Damn.
frauds. She doesn't know anything about it, of course. But there was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the Master myself.
All right, I forgot. He hates
They lost him
Media
that
phase?
case.
DLC incident, right?
The spirit channeler people fucking up is the entire reason why he went from wanting to be a defendant like his father to a prosecutor to send everybody to jail. Because he said that's like the only way he can guarantee that murderers like get what's coming. Is to just give everybody a guilty verdict.
Damn.
But Phoenix changed him. Da-dam, da-dam. Oh my god, this is where fucking Larry hangs out.
Oh my fucking god.
He still has the same
Well,
flags.
he's a good artist. I
Yeah,
guess.
at least he's a good artist, yeah.
You know, he could paint the walls of a Brazilian barbecue in pink color.
He could. Yeah, they could have tacos de Goku over here.
Oh my god.
It's
I
still
love
better than the view
Mexico.
from my apartment, though. Tisk. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is gonna be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do? I wonder. Hey, you. About what you just said. I got an objection. What? Edgy, you dirty rat. Glare, gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Ugh. I like his shirt, minus the paint. What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. He's squatting!
Oh, you bullshit.
And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up to disturb you here. So can I get you to something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl.
Oh,
No, you're not, buddy. No, you're not.
Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how much she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're gonna have to drag him into the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you, and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me.
Okay, buddy, okay.
Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible?
I know what it is. It's the lightning.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Hot? Not even tea? He's just kidding.
I bet he just grabs the. I bet he just fucking shovels the ice and just melts it. Sorry, snow.
That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. It looks like one of those fucking streamer bad streamer overlays. Larry,
It does,
do you know
and the game's in the
between-
center all squished.
Do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. What is this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, oh, yeah. You were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy? Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Grr, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen, powdery snow. Makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven, because that thing is hell. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. Can we put this guy in jail already? That bridge kind of is hell, though. I mean, it's got, like, the water rapids. This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where.
That's
Gumshoe, that's not how that works.
He would have gone splat. I fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir. Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What? So that's what I was slipping on. Be careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. Huh. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. No, it's not, actually. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. I still can't believe it, really. What is it, Larry? Nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
I have a feeling
I get it, he's a monkey! I get it!
that's supposed to be a samurai. A samurai monkey.
A samurai.
Oh, it's because he's always monkeying around! I get it, I get it.
Take that.
Like, oh wow, oh, one god and live your soul.
Larry, you're lying to me.
What you talking about?
At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thunderstorming. Thank you for the hydrate. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. Isn't she the one who died? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then? And then, it was on fire! The bridge was on fire! Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There's still 3 Psycho Locks remaining. That means he's trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where, you say? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies here. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen Dusky Bridge... the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Oh, so I guess the map? They can't see from the main hall. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. He said he was in the main hall, which is at Hazakura Temple. But the mountain kind of blocks it. And he said he saw lightning strike. Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You You don't know that I wasn't in my room. The place you witnessed lightning strike, I guess it would have been from here? The Heavenly Hall? He said he found it yesterday. I mean, this is the only thing that makes sense. Why everybody hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. Well, that's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. Fair decor. I don't get it. I think you mean a fair decor. It sounds French to me. Hey, Recupel, what does that mean? Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe last night the person you were waiting for, wait. You were waiting for this person to come meet you. It would have to be Iris, right?
Yeah,
She just
it
didn't
has
come?
to be.
Oh, love affair. Take that!
Love affair? Who?
I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? Do you got something that proves I was waiting for her, or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. I mean, wouldn't it literally just be the fucking graffiti writing this stupid-ass fucking... Why do I have to show the blackmail note? I don't think he wrote this blackmail note.
Did you?
No. What if you
graffiti
just?
in the back?
Huh?
Oh, you did, right? Yeah.
What if you just like show Bikini because she's the one that told her to go here? It's like, well, I mean, because Bikini, she said that she was coming back here after
Well,
she rang the bell.
Well, Bikini asked her to go to the inner temple. This isn't the inner temple. This is the, like, side temple.
Well, the Heavenly Temple runs through to the inner temple.
Yeah.
If you look at the
What
map.
was the photo he took of her?
This one?
That's
That is-
Elise.
yeah.
That's
I
not
guess I
Iris,
did.
that's Elise. Yeah, he didn't take a picture of Iris. Yeah, I'm just gonna show this one.
Go for it.
Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
You were right.
Hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I
Wow.
misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says, salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. What? I'm so sorry.
What?
He's such a fucking idiot. Just keeps monkeying around.
So... Oh, where were... Oh, you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry it doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Gulp. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about, this threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burns so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between me and her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright. Then why did you send a love letter in a business-like vanilla envelope? Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh. Then why were you so quick to apologize? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edwards,
Jesus.
this
He's
guy's still hiding
self-aware.
something. I know it. Oh, question. Did you make your own model? And if you did, was it difficult? I did not make my own model. I designed my own model. But Yogurt M, our VTuber mommy, was the person who drew the actual model. And the rigger was a different person, but they worked hand in hand with Yogurt to rig it together.
That's cool.
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. I still have the sketches of like different outfits I wanted to wear, and I had a bunch of different hats, but I finally settled on this one, which is very, very cool.
It bounces.
Yeah, and it closes, see?
What? That's crazy!
It's supposed to always be closed, actually. It's only
You haven't
supposed to
seen
be...
my art of Yatsumugi? It's always closed.
It's supposed to be out when I pop off, when I emote. But I just kind of leave it there. Because I'm
You're
always
always
emoting.
popping.
I'm always popping. That's right. Yeah. I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry, what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're gonna tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What? What doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. What? He's got more locks! No! No! This is fucking awful!
He's got five! I love it!
Sucks.
What's wrong, sir?
No!
Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm the next to be hit by a big bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. This is how Edgeworth does it. Tsuzuku.
He's just done with him.
He's dragging him to the witness stand. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it anymore.
It's hilarious.
February 9th, 9:47 a.m. That's today.
That's today.
Wait, can't you even like use locks like while they're on the witness stand?
Nope. He's not gonna do it.
Oh.
He's just gonna like have him testify. He doesn't want to use the locks. Oh my, Mr. Laurice feels that way about
love
me.
it.
Apparently, he isn't aware of a real secret after all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does that mean Mr. Laurice is the witness today? No, I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Sister Bikini. She claims to have seen the very instant in which he carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Downim, correct? That is correct. It wasn't me. Very well then. Hey, yeah, by the way, Rekupo, how do you pronounce this? Elise? Is it Downim? Donim? Donim? Donim or Donim? Okay, Elise Donim. Donim.
Dumbin.
You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you
That
sure
was
about
right.
this? If your true identity
Aha.
is revealed, don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. Mr. Edgeworth, I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
So proper. I love it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Who the fuck is? Why do they have the same beard? What, did you really just slap that beard on him? Like, yeah, that works.
Actually, he didn't always have that beard. He used to wear a fake beard until he grew that one out. That he would slap
What,
on.
the actual judge?
That judge right there that we're looking at. He's related though to the other judge.
Oh, fucking course he is. It's like a fucking, like, Nurse Joyce of the fucking world.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a... That's also his thing. He always says, I'm not sure I like. So, like, somebody will say something, he's like, I'm not sure I like that testimony. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem that this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant...
Objection.
Francesca, what are you doing here?
Oh my god.
Ah, fucking course.
Let's go.
The prosecution stands ready. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? Oh, right, he's also Canadian.
Right.
By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Bill.
Yes, Your Honor? I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things?
Ooh.
You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you were imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't? But I'm sure, once before, in this courtroom... I told you, there is no such weakling. What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip! I have no objection to the whip. You don't? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. He does know got it! That's what I'm saying, like, what the hell? But there's only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
Look at his smug ass face. Look at that smug ass face. I love him.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. You know what I think it is, Snack Guy? I think he knows Armando, but he doesn't know Got It. And so when they refer to Edgeworth saying in his own words that Got It is like a good prosecutor, he probably was thinking about Armando and not actually like, you know, his new identity. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip it through my fingers.
Ooh.
Oh, she's gonna take it personal.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add...
Wait, did they just flip the image?
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Ooh, the stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the framed picture book author, Miss Elise Donim. Her body was in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. There is no mistake. This is the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
Man. What you got yet?
Well, her prints are on the... Apparently her prints are on the hilt of the sword, but like, how can you take the sword from that statue? Wouldn't it just be stuck? The only way to take the
What?
sword out is to lift the statue, right?
No, I mean you could probably just like wiggle the sword like from below and just kind of like wiggle it out of the
Push
handle.
it further into her? Because
Oh.
after she was stabbed, she fell 10 feet.
Yeah, this was after she was stabbed.
So it's kind of weird.
Is that an actual photo?
This is the only one we're given.
That's a weird photo. I wouldn't take that one too literally, or at least not yet, until we get more confirmation.
The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingertips.
So yeah,
She clearly got stabbed by the statue. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on here. I'm not sure about not sure if I care for this at all. What?
does say that.
I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. Or her back. If I recall correctly. There are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crit for this poor lady, please.
You know when you
Oh,
say
there.
the line, I'm not sure if I'm not sure about this?
Yeah.
You almost had the accent of being a Canadian.
Of who?
being a Canadian.
Oh. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
About this.
Little old me, well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Wah! The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. Wahahaha.
I love her confidence.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. That was it? That was it? She barely said anything. That night I was helping... Oh, never mind. Hold it! What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with spirits is what we train people to do, right? We'll be the one asking you the questions, madame. In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor, watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. Huh. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was gonna finally finish me off. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the temple. She got her back blown out. You left Iris to help with what? What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolytes so that they don't pass away. Just to confirm this point again that night, you met with Iris in the Inner Temple, correct? Yes, she's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. There's no bath at the Inner Temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. Oh, hydrate? Okay. So you returned to the Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath? It's a do-or-be-done-in kind of world, after all. Undertale? How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is, where exactly did you wash? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones. What are you going on about? I was... pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick-me sign stuck to the defense's bench? Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand? So... it was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There is no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. She left and returned to the temple, but... if lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, and if she was supposed to hit the bell at 10, and that's when lightning struck...
well, no, the lightning struck 10 till 11, right?
Oh yeah, lightning hit the bridge at 10:45. We can probably show Iris's testimony here. I left Iris to help the acolyte, but Iris's testimony says that she stayed in her room. I think that's the only thing you can really show. Because there's nothing here about the murder. Blood loss. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, well, well. Don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights-out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. No, she said that? A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make up for a much better alibi. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. All people lie, that is my belief. Why am I the only one getting whipped here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question. Dear, 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 you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Ah, well, that isn't exactly what My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that that alone would do the trick. Then please, add your comments about Iris to the testimony. Let us return to the cross-examination.
Oh my god, the boot is real.
That night I was helping the Okay. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
No, because it's because
she left her hoodie with
Right.
right. Are you sure you're not making a mistake?
a boot.
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. The smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake thinking I made a mistake. An excellent finish there, witness. Still, I have to wonder. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct? Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wah-ha-ha. Wah-ha-ha. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? Phoenix gave it to me. That's out of the question. Or that's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma?
Dude, he's so smug. Oh, I love
You
it.
know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. This is a mahjong-free stream. Man, yesterday I was looking at this stupid sushi box, and everybody was telling me it was a mahjong tile, and I'm like, shut up! You're so sussy. You're so sussy.
It was a lunchbox full of sushi.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw would have been missing this very hood. Well, well, well. Look, she's got the milk crates. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. He can't stop thinking about Phoenix. Order in the court. Witness, your response.
So fucking gay.
Sister, this hood. You have some spare rounds around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. Wow. If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this would sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister,
Oh shit.
you shall continue
I'm not
your
sure.
testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. Controller, hello? The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. After
He's
my
thinking
bath,
about stimulating fright.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return. Hey. I finished my bath around 11? There was, like, lightning. Didn't the power go out or something? Who's gonna take a bath, like, during a lightning storm?
Well, she finished it around 11, so she could have finished right before the lightning struck.
She was bathing the entire time, and lightning struck right at 10:45.
Yeah, but she said around
There
11.
should have been like a fire roaring that time.
I mean, if she started if she's taking a bath at 10, right as the lightning starts. Also, like, what doesn't
Well,
make
no,
sense.
the lightning starts 10 to approximately 11, so the power should have gone out like mid-bath.
Yeah. So why would she keep bathing once, like, there's lightning and stuff? It's weird.
Then she's lying, or she was just like, I guess I'm bathing in the dark.
Where are their clocks
I've done that.
even? Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. That's wrong, because she had bruises after she was stabbed.
Mhm.
So that last line we can
Mhm.
get her on. It would have been much like Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Or, well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth. Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours? I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think about it. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes from Dusky Bridge from the Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Still, you never made it there that night, did you? That's right. I was heading along the walkway towards the main hall. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and... You say you heard a noise? Thump! Just like that. That could have only been the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet at the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump! Just like that. But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground? I never thought of that. Wahahaha! Wahahaha! Haha! Ho 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 ho! Wah! Next one to laugh gets a whipping. Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and...
Do your worst, Von Karma.
Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise. And with that sword of all things... Wait.
Actually, she couldn't because the sword was, like, totally, like, stuck in, like, the thing.
This is the second time that the witnesses testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to... The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please, don't keep us in suspense. Her hood! Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. Yeah, we established that already. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? You've
Ah,
dug
that
your
just-
own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
Uh,
What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? Fucking, I don't. Sure, why not? Every testimony is important.
just say nah.
If you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip.
Time.
Witness, add that statement to your testimony. No problem. You're sure about that? Yes. After all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean... Wait. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand? It's our style, yes. That's it. Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding a whippet puppy instead of my whip. What? What's a whippet puppy? At least then it might bite you and not someone else. Iris didn't have her hood on, I'm sure of it. Very well. Now please tell us about the victim, eh?
Oh, it's a kind of dog. Hmm. It's a dog breed.
The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct? Which means the victim's room was on the second floor? No, Hazakura Temple is a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward, which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back to about the height of a two-story building. I see, and the victim was staying in one of the elevated rooms, correct? Yes, I should know. I'm the one who carried her things into her room after all. The stabbing I saw must have occurred when she was pushed out of her window. What makes you so sure about all this? It's just like I told you earlier. I hear a noise from the courtyard. Okay. Thump. Just like that. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height. It appears that the witness is not mistaken then. Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, the head honcho of the Hazakura Temple. Oh, there's only 2 people working there. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is a very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There's only 2 things I can believe right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney.
What are you thinking, Yachts? Because I'm a little...
She says the stabbing must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window, but the stabbing could not have done that due to the autopsy report saying that she was stabbed. Body fell 10 feet after death.
Cool.
So this is the only thing we can really present. Also, if she finished her bath around 11, then that would mean that she didn't hear the stab, but she heard the thump. I think the autopsy report is just the best presentable thing. Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh shit, you were right.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, isn't it like February? It's not. It's like hardly winter anymore. I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's right! It says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Maybe she's taking the sword out here.
Huh.
Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in a room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right, the victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And then she was thrown out of the window down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dawnim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Wow. No traces of blood were found on the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim... I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure your honor is well aware, of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood? Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, the weapon's still in
just
place.
sealed her own fate.
It acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma.
I love how she has
locates and
tiny
takes
feet.
control of the nun.
The nun. Yeah, she's like, I was trying to figure out, like, are those her feet? Does she really have tiny ass feet? She do.
She's little stumpy blocks. We need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and mood. Sister, please, give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. With the whip?
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Ayo.
Alright, alright.
She's not gonna give her a massage.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. Huh? So she didn't see her stab her. She saw her... She didn't see the actual stabbing. She saw her holding the sword. So then she could have been taking it out.
Right.
Perfection is an impossibility, Von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
About to be humbled.
Mm-hmm. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. At that time, was the victim bleeding? Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all of this, of course, so I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound. In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed? Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab, Mrs. Elise. Think carefully, this is very important. It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. Nope, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body. It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports your theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. I've never seen so much blood before. So, you're saying you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-fleckled clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes are blood-fleckled as well? This seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Should I press this point further?
Do it.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out?
Well, then why was she stuck? Go ahead.
It wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important? More important than you can imagine. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. If she saw the blade come out, why is it back in the crime scene photo? Why is it back in?
Because someone wanted to frame it? I don't
Smoothly,
know.
you say. You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out. That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami. Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body.
Ew.
It slid out apart from that gaping wound. Ah! That goes without saying. If the sword was removed, there would be bleeding. Nothing out of place here. Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. Something which couldn't have possibly happened appears to have happened.
Shishito.
Well, there wasn't really any blood on the scene, because if you pulled the sword out, there would have been blood everywhere, right?
I saw the instant which the blade plunged in
Fumofai.
to the hilt.
Yeah. That's cute.
Was the bleeding caused by the killer removing the sword? No mistaking it. I'll remember it all, clear as day. Don't you think that's a bit odd? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? Why would the killer pull out the sword? What? If all she wanted to do was place the weapon in the hand of the gold statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. All that would have accomplished is causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Von Karma? Want to see the Fumo up to the feet? Oh, you freak. You freak. You absolute dirty dog, you. That's... Indeed, it is strange. Now that you mention it, I'm gonna need to find an answer to this mystery, too. Anyway, the witness saw something terrible. So what did you do after that, witness? That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? I paid full price. I want to see the full thing. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. But did you know that the Fumofai redeem stacks with the power-up redeem?
We gotta pay for it.
No, the other one was redeemed, so they're both redeemed.
I thought they had to redeem it again.
No,
Okay.
I just don't like using it on the fucking Fumo because it's cursed. Too poor. I'm now on 60 points. How long were you out for? I don't know, 10, maybe 20 minutes?
That's fucking great.
A young man with a very prickly looking head woke me up. By stepping on me, actually.
Hot.
I'm not sure I like that method of resuscitation. Well, I wasn't asking for mouth to mouth or anything of the sort. But I would have welcomed a more gentle awakening right about then, let me tell you. I shall have words with the offender personally. What did you see upon awakening? When I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. By Mystic Ami, are you referring to the golden statue? Just stabbing someone with a Shichishito, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough, but then to make Misty Ami hold the blade. Truly a heinous, despicable crime. It's easy to despise something, anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that? Nope, I don't think I can. There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts. That's true, so true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself... There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday. There are too many unnatural elements in this case. Why was it necessary to use the Shito from the Ami statue as a weapon? Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue? If I can expose the flaws in the testimony, perhaps then I will begin to find the truth. That was a lot to press on. If the sword was buried to the hilt, why doesn't the hilt and other parts of the sword have blood on it?
Right. I was wondering that and thought it was maybe just like a stylistic choice, but that is a good point. This game would do something like that.
When I looked, the sword is already in Mystic Lisa's body. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. The blade to the hilt, all the way. Buried up to the hilt. The sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Lisa's body. Slid out from that gaping wound.
Honestly, press it. Do it. Fucking present that evidence.
Oh, damn it. I tried to present here.
I believe in you.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at it, she doesn't appear to be strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, so I should choose. Should I so choose? The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
Yeah.
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
So we're not just gonna talk about the blood.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. You've still got more? This one is simple. If this sword was really thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
He said it!
That's what I'm saying. If this witness is telling the truth, there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! Order, order, order. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there could only be one answer. And that is? The weapon used to kill the victim was not the shichishito. What? A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon? Well, it's because Mystic Ami was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the shichishito was the murder weapon. So maybe the shichishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. Nuh-uh, she saw her pull the sword out. That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was... It was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what? Well then. I think we need to hear more testimony from you. Impossible. What else could this old woman have seen? I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. After asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate, and there I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came out while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive the snowmobile after all. Huh? Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph. Snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. You're sure about the time? Yes, I was worried about it after all. Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at that time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, she's still irresponsible for leaving her alone in the first place. So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple. Her estimation of the time seems reliable, at least. Please continue, sister. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And she told Phoenix to call the cops. Right, the one who trampled me. It seems that she is the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix, right. He didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too. Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. Huh. And there, I saw tracks that indicated that the snowmobile had been used. Why did she go for a walk after, like, an important person was just murdered? Wouldn't you just stay there?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do when somebody dies, stay put. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived? Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? You always press further. I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that a snowmobile will heat its engine, and if it was still warm, then it means it was recently used. Ah, I see. I never thought of that. That's right. I overlooked that too. Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness. I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snow? Yeah, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow. 15 minutes to walk, but less than 5 using one of those.
Man, this ain't looking good. What are you thinking, Yachts? Okay.
What's looking good?
Just that Iris seems to look guiltier by the second.
Well, it still doesn't make sense that she would take out the Shito, and also... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this case isn't gonna get wrapped up until we find Pearl and Maya anyway, and they're stuck in that other area. Well, we haven't even found Pearl. I don't know why they're not looking for Pearl still. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water, and I was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree.
Wasn't there... Sorry, wasn't there a line somewhere where Pearl went to go see Maya? In the inner temple, and that's where she's at?
Elise was gonna look for Pearl, because she told Pearl to come to her room after the bell was rung, like after dinner, but she couldn't find her. Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Ms. Von Karma? Turn to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor? What? She's over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. All I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account.
Man, this Tic Tac box is really flimsy. Remember when they used to make Tic Tacs like
Maybe
really?
they threw the weapon onto the eagle Redderer. When I came back, it was knocked out? What do they mean about that?
Come again?
What did they say about throwing the weapon into the Eagle River?
Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out.
Where? Okay, can I see the tracks photo? Where does it lead to? The What? Okay, so what is this? What I'm looking at?
Looks like someone parked it and then walked back.
Well, the thing is, the footprints. So there's no snow on the machine, but it was snowing that day, wasn't it?
It was
Yes.
also storming.
It
Let's look at the
seems
weather
as though
report. It was snowing from 7 to 10:15.
10:50.
So there shouldn't be any tracks.
I saw tracks. The murder was at 11. And she saw tracks. It did stop snowing after that time. But why are there footprints there?
Well, she couldn't have, right? Because she saw her trying to pull out the sword, then she passed out. Where was the snowmobile?
Yeah, but now she's saying that after she asked for the murder to be reported, she went out to the main gate. And that's where she saw the tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
Hmm.
And she's saying it happened as she was passed out. And it was not snowing at the time. But what about the footprints?
That have been them
100%
walking
that.
back.
That sounds logical to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's no snow on her. It was snowing until 10:50. I have to press on everything again, because I don't remember. She decided to leave at 11. Right. Went out to the main gate. Okay. He didn't have his phone on him. Still tracks. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. She had already gone and discarded the murder weapon. That's when she said she saw tracks. There wasn't any snow on it.
Oh, she's clever.
I'm sure one of the times just aren't lining up. Let's see again. She passed out for 10 minutes. Minutes, less than 5 using one of those. 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge. Hmm. 15 minutes, less than 5 using one of those. I mean, why didn't they just hide the bot? Well, no.
Maybe that letter?
Think it might be something obscured.
I think it might either have something to do with the tracks or the fake ransom note. What do you think, Snick Eye? Good talk.
Less than 5 minutes to use that. She passed out at 11. I'll just keep pressing. Why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. There's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? Yeah, a month ago, she went to get some water, and she crashed it into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. How long were you knocked out? Somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes. Damn. Saw the murder at 11. Passes out for 10 minutes. After asking that it be reported, went out to the main gate. Saw tracks. The snowmobile was used. Okay, so... there is no blood anywhere in the snow or on the tracks. And if we look at the photo... not this one. We don't see tracks here going... well... I don't know, something's off. It stopped snowing in a room until the murder was discovered. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Lightning from 10 to 11.
Maybe that's it?
I mean, they can still use that with lightning strike, even with lightning happening, right? She also could have just hidden the weapon elsewhere, right? Why go all the way to the river and back when she didn't meet with her, so she thought she would have been in the inner temple. She was also, we can also show her testimony. They threw the weapon into the river and came back while I was knocked out?
What? Like, okay, hold up. Shouldn't the person use the snowmobile back instead of walking back?
Maybe it's because we only see one set of tracks that's weird. Right?
Yeah, and the rest is footprints.
Wouldn't there be two sets of tracks?
One going
You're
forward
right.
and one going back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that's probably it. Because, like, unless they literally backed it up the same way that it came, right?
Oh, yeah, no, get
That's
real.
impossible, so that's gotta be it then.
Yeah, exactly.
That one took me a while. Because it's like, oh, okay, if they can use it and come back, there's tracks, but there's no snow, but the snow stopped, so there wouldn't be, it wouldn't have covered up the tracks. But if they walked, walking would take 15 minutes and not 5. And there's footprints there. It proved the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, well, if what the witness says is true, why is it there's only one set of tracks?
Yes!
What do you mean?
I was
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the
Proud of
weapon
you,
into
Snake
the
Eye.
river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. No, because that was
No.
after. That was, no, yeah. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it? I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow. So we present the weather report here. Is there a flaw in her theory? Yes. There is a contradiction. She's not as flawless as she thinks. Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth presents your evidence to the contrary. A. Evidence that the outgoing tracks are not covered by snow. The snow stopped. Here's the weather report. Wait, I need to know, like... I kind of need to fuck up because I want to see what his lines are when he fucks up, because I haven't seen that yet. Like I said, it was around 11.
Just show the
course.
badge.
This means the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. Here's the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7, but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Her stupid fucking ribbon reaches down lower than her legs. Do you guys see that? When the court shows, like, when the court shows her little portrait, right? Her ribbon, because she has a little ribbon that she wears, the ribbon goes down further, like, past her shoes, so while she's walking, she's just fucking dragging the ribbon all along the floor and collecting dirt.
Oh, wait.
Looks like
Or
Mrs.
snow.
Karma's claim has been snowed in. It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow.
Clever.
Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this, then. When is a weather report ever correct? Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, it's actual data. Yeah, forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true. We could not be totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well.
Oh, yachts. I know.
I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Well, if it didn't stop snowing, then the motorbike would have, you know, had snow on
It'll
it.
be covered in snow.
Not only that, Elise would have had snow on her.
Oh, true.
Remember I kept talking about that? I was like, it's so
Yeah.
weird, her body doesn't have snow on it. If her body's there at 11, and it kept snowing until 11, her body would have snow on it. Is that what you were gonna say, Viz?
No, I was gonna say that the bridge was burning, that the snow would have put it out, but like, I mean, snow
well,
is like.
that's the bridge, though.
I don't know. It's like with the snow, it was storming, so the bridge wouldn't have been able to.
I like
burn.
that. I like that. But it didn't. Yeah. Okay. But what is that? How does that stop the tracks from disappearing at this temple?
All right. What are you munching on?
Soup.
That's not soup. Isn't crunchy.
After this, I might sleep.
Sure. After this trial, I won't do the investigations. I'll save it there. I want to make some
Okay.
food.
Sounds good.
Me too. I'm eepy.
Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Right here. She would have snow on her. Everything around her has snow. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Everything's covered in snow except one exception. And that is the victim herself, Miss Elise Donnan. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks. Order, order. Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. Someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks it left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. It's time to drink water. Actually, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Stop! Hello. So far is actually pretty fun. Yeah, no, Miles is pretty clever. I like his I like the contradictions and that is presented in here. Everything's been very clever so far. Whew. Oh yeah, Yatsubugi's gotta go pee, so they'll be right back.
Test, test, test. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Case 5 is very popular. Well, it's okay. I haven't gotten a single thing wrong yet. Because we're just so good. And you know what? Our last case is perfect too, actually. I'm pretty much a pro. This part in particular took me a while, though. Our last case is perfect. This one, not yet, right? We're still working on it. But I will say that I almost got this one. I wasn't really sure what to present on this part. Alright, let's see. When this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow has stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There's only one key for the snowmobile. The key was found in her room after the murder. Also, hi, McReathen. Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But Iris said that she never went there. New testimony? The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. It was covered in snow too, huh? That is impossible. Yeah, what the hell? She said it was covered in snow, but it stopped snowing, and If it had been, the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I have nothing more to add. That still leaves us with the same problem of only there was someone, a witness who could testify about having seen the snowmobile.
The murderer?
Larry Butts.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God damn it, Larry. Also, I think I need to go to bed, so I'm probably just gonna lurk.
No worries.
No worries.
Bye bye.
Hold on.
But, like,
Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there might be one individual who may be of help to us. I don't know if you've seen it for sure, but there's two things about him that do come to mind. Which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? Obviously, Butts. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Duke's Guide to Most Obnoxious French Painting. Huh? For a student, interesting. And why was he wandering about outside the night of the murder? That's... I could tell him about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility of a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. What exactly was it he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm gonna get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. More trial. What do you think, Snakai? Call it here? Yeah, we can call it.
Yeah, we could call it. We'll be back tomorrow
Yeah. Yeah.
with a fresh energy and everything.
True. Besides, I gotta cook. I'm hungry. You see, you hear me
Yeah, yeah.
snacking? You hear me snacking? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
On this tasty soup. Okay, but who to raid? I'm gonna make some rice and some chicken.
That sounds delicious. Ba 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 ba.
Huh, War Thunder. Hey, isn't that one game somebody was asking me to play?
War Thunder? No, no. I don't know.
It wasn't War
You're
Thunder?
thinking about Warframe.
Oh, Warframe. Man, I can't tell any of these apart. No more Fumo. No more Fumo. No more cards. No. I'll see you all today, tomorrow. Every day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.